You shut down your computer because of a problem. I'm sure this only happens to me. Boom! Alright, so some of you have asked about the best podcasting equipment out there. I really don't think you have to spend a ton, but I'm going to start with the recorder, right? We have to record. I will tell you what that should be for you, at least in my opinion, coming up. Alright, welcome into Z Big Media, expanding your digital footprint. And on this channel we do reviews of podcasting gear, like what I'm going to show you today, video gear, things to help you if you are in media and you're trying to expand your digital footprint. We also do Q&As and things of that nature. So if this is your first time at this channel, please consider subscribing down below and also leave a comment or a like, anything. If there is anything in here that I talk about, any product or anything like that, check the review. I've got links there. All right, let's get started. Boom. The Zoom H4N Pro. I've been working in sports radio for a very long time, and this is what we record out in the field with. Almost every radio station that I've ever worked for has these on hand. You can record them handheld like this. You see the nice little microphones there. Pretty good quality out of those. I'm just going to tell you, audio quality wise, you're going to be fine. If you have just any sort of legitimate microphone that doesn't have some sort of wires crossed in it that makes any sort of hissing sound or whatever, usually any microphone in these sorts of processors are going to work really good, at least in my opinion. People that have been in audio technology for shorter periods and longer periods than me are going to tell you how important the microphone is and how important the recorder is on top of it. Just get yourself a good recorder and get yourself a good microphone. They don't have to be the best on the market. They just don't. You will not be able to tell the quality difference. You know, I think a lot of people with video, they all go, well, we've got to have the Canon. And yes, you know, I'm sure a lot of it's true, okay? I only use a smartphone and a webcam to do my videotaping, but I totally understand. I would love to have something with better quality, okay? But the quality difference you can get between things like this and things that cost $1,000 more than this is so minimal that the regular ear is not going to notice it. This is as expensive as you need, I promise. Now, the great thing about this, like I said, you can tape with the microphones on top. There's two XLRs in there, two XLR inputs in there. I've got the microphone, the ATR2100. I'm sure a lot of you have talked about this microphone before, or at least seen stuff about it before online or whatever else. If you've Googled anything about wanting to podcast before, well, this is the microphone that I use, and I love it. Okay, so a little 2-for-1 special here. You're gonna hear me talk about this H4N, but you're also gonna hear me talk about the microphone. The microphone has, boom. See, I got an XLR right here. Okay, regular XLR. It's also got a spot for a USB. See that? USB right there. So you can plug it directly into your computer as well. So either way, you're good to go. If you're doing recording straight into your computer, if you're using Skype or whatever, you're going to record somebody else into your computer along with your voice. The USB is the way to go. If you're wanting to podcast out in the field, or record audio out in the field, put one microphone for me into one of those and one microphone for your significant other. Why did I say significant other? You get a small SD card, okay, a small SD card. I've got 1 gig SD card, which is like what, $10, $5? I don't even know. I got it out of an old camera, all right? But I set it to record in MP3 format. And if you look at this number down here, I don't know if you can see that number, but I'm gonna tell you what it says here in a second. 11 hours, 53 minutes, 49 seconds. That's how much recording time I can get on this bad boy. All right, so I decided I was going to do this entire video with my microphone from the iPhone. So now I'm going to turn on my H4N, broadcast it into this video now so you can tell the difference. All right, you ready? Here, once I get it going here. 3, 2, 1, and voila. So you can obviously tell this is a ton better, and I'm using a microphone that didn't cost a whole lot, and I'm using this H4N Pro recorder from Zoom. I checked as of this video, it's $199. It's not the newest model. If you're getting into podcasting, you don't need the newest model. A lot of people will tell you that you can get into podcasting for a lot less than a $199 digital audio recorder, and they are right. Okay, so if you want to go cheaper than that, feel free. I know people that use their smartphones, just like I'm using my smartphone to videotape this. Okay, so you're not going to hurt my feelings whatsoever. But what I will tell you is this works. It's really good. It's really reliable. You can take it out on the road. It's something that I have worked with for a very long time, so I have no problem endorsing it. And I think the big reason I endorse it is because obviously you've got the two inputs. To me, that's huge. If I want to interview somebody, this is the way to go. Or if you have a co-host for your podcast, this is the way to go. There are probably cheaper routes to go in that department, but whenever you're doing more than one microphone and you're trying to plug it right into a computer and do it straight from a computer, now you're going to get into audio card problems, things of that nature. It might work out for you. It might not. All I know is Mr. Trusty here is just fine. It takes 2 AA batteries, okay? It also has another spot for an external microphone in the back if you need more than the 2 microphones there. It's also got a plug port here, so if you ever want to use regular power out of a wall to power this thing up, feel free. Don't ever need batteries. There you go. I want to make sure that I also show you that you can also, if you look right there, you can also stick in your headphones. That's the big thing that I probably should have mentioned earlier. You can always check your levels. It has a meter on there as I'm recording here, and that works as well. But if you're ever wanting to listen and make sure that it's all sounding good as you're recording, you can also pop in some headphones while you are taping and even after you're taping to listen back. This is by far the most versatile, the most rugged. It's got a nice little case to it. It's just reliable, and the sound quality is great. It's great. And so for me, for $199, this is a no-brainer for someone who wants to get into podcasting. Throw a what is this, a $40, $50, $60 mic with it. As far as I'm concerned, you're golden. All right, now put in the comments, if you would, what did I miss here? I'm sure there's something I missed. I am not Mr. Audio Geek, even though I've been in radio and podcasting for so long. So if I missed something, or if you don't like something, or if you love something about this recorder, put it in the comments below. All right, thanks everybody. Subscribe, will you? Just hit subscribe. Share this with people. If you're into podcasting, or if you know someone else that's into podcasting, tell them to watch this. All right, for crying out loud. I don't know why I do this. I think the reason why is so I can tell you at the end of these videos to share it with other people. All right, so thank you, and we'll see you. The baby tent in the back is just a perfect touch.